Once upon a time, in the heart of an ancient forest, there stood a wise old oak tree, its branches stretching high and wide, its roots winding deep into the earth. This oak had watched over the forest for many years and had seen countless seasons come and go. Right next to this towering tree was a young sapling, delicate and eager, just beginning its journey of growth. The sapling looked up at the grand oak each day, marveling its towering branches and sturdy trunk. Oh, how I wish I could be as tall and as strong as you, the young sapling would say, its voice full of wonder and longing. Why does it take so long to grow? The old oak, with a gentle smile, replied in a voice as deep as the earth itself. Patience, little one. You are exactly where you need to be. Growth takes time, and each season brings new lessons that will make you stronger. But the sapling found it hard to understand as it saw birds nesting in the oak's branches and animals resting in its shade. It couldn't help but feel frustrated. I want to grow big and strong now. I want to give shade and shelter like you do. The wise oak rustled its leaves and said, "Let me tell you a secret, little sapling. Every tree in this forest started out just like you. We were all young, with slender trunks and small leaves. But with each season, we learned, we grew, and we became the trees we are today. One day, you'll have your own branches reaching out to the sky, but only if you trust the process and embrace each stage of your growth." As the days turned into weeks and then months, the sapling began to see how the seasons brought their own changes. In spring, it felt the thrill of new leaves sprouting from its branches. In summer, the sun warmed it, and it learned how to stand strong under the bright, blazing heat. In autumn, its leaves turned golden and fell, teaching it the beauty of letting go. And in winter, as snow blanketed the ground, the sapling learned resilience, standing firm even when the world was cold and still. Each season, the sapling would ask the old oak for advice, and each time the oak would answer with gentle wisdom, reminding the sapling that growth couldn't be rushed. The oak would say, "You see, little one, patience is part of our journey. The storms that pass, the rain that falls, and the sun that shines all help us grow into the trees we are meant to be." Years passed, and slowly the sapling grew. Its trunk thickened, its branches stretched outward, and its roots dug deep into the earth. The forest animals began to notice it, seeking shade under its branches, just as they did with the old oak. And one day, a bird perched on its branch to build a nest. The sapling, now a young tree, felt a surge of pride. It was finally beginning to understand the wisdom the old oak had shared. One afternoon, as the sun dipped low, the tree looked over at the oak and whispered, "You were right, wise oak. Each season has made me stronger and taught me something new. I feel the roots I have planted deep in the earth, and I understand now that patience has helped me grow. The old oak, with a warm smile, replied, "You have blossomed beautifully, my friend. You see, growth is not just about getting bigger and taller, it's about becoming strong, resilient, and wise enough to weather any storm. And in time, you too will teach a young sapling about the power of patience and the beauty of growing at its own pace." As the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, the young tree looked up, feeling proud and content. It no longer wished to rush its growth, for it had learned that every stage of life has its own wonder. It was a lesson it would carry in its heart forever. Good night, little dreamer. Remember, just like the young tree, you are exactly where you need to be, growing in your own way. Be patient, be kind to yourself, and trust that with time you will blossom into something truly beautiful. Sleep well and let your dreams grow strong and tall.